Hey, and welcome Virgo to this look at your year ahead, 2026. So in this reading, I'm gonna look at each month going forward. I'm gonna get at least one card per month, and I get moved, physically moved, guided, and given messages. So I'll pass those along on the way. And in all of my previous readings, whether it's been private or collective, there's been months in particular that have been a real focus and a lot more information's come through. So this is going to be a real deep dive into any challenges, any opportunities, and any advice for you moving forward in this new year. You can watch this video all the way through to really understand what the year ahead looks like and what's in store for you in 2026. This could also be a good video to save somewhere so that you can return to it as the year progresses. You can look at the near future or reflect on the months that have gone past. And Virgo, please, if you do get anything from this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. All of the likes, all of the comments, all of the views, all of the love are so appreciated, so thank you so much. And straight away, I'm being given 3 cards. This is for you progressing forward on this year and something that you need to know. And so here we have the 9 of Swords, the Hermit, another 9, and the 10 of Swords. And so, wow, we are moving out of a 9 year, and this is 9-9, and then that 10, that ending. And so this is you progressing forward after that big release. This is you releasing any stress, any worries, any overthinking, any self-doubt. And this is you also moving forward by tapping into your inner guidance, your inner light, and letting that inner light guide you forward, moving forward. And this really is, so 2026 adds up to 10, and so here we've got the 10, and it breaks down to 1 as well, so new beginnings. And you can really feel it from this card that this is painful endings, but necessary endings. It's a real release and the ending of a cycle. But the sun is rising in this card, and the same for this year. This last year was a real shake-up, and I know that a lot of people went through it. There was a lot of releasing, a lot of turmoil, but this was necessary. 1, for your soul's growth, and 2, so that you can find that path that's right for you as we move into this one and we move into the year of the fire horse. And so releasing the past, I'm being shown the 10 of Swords again. And so this is you releasing something from the past, but this could also be you having gone through a real rough time, your dark night of the soul. It really is a major cycle that it feels like has ended here. And this could also be pointing to betrayals and really reaching rock bottom moments. But that also means that by shedding and releasing the past, the light is rising within you. You're tapping into your inner light again, and also the light in the distance. You're seeing the light on the horizon, and that is clearing a lot of the mental fog, and you're really tapping into your inner light to guide you forward after this necessary shedding. It's a soul level rebirth I'm getting. Okay, there's something that you need to listen to, and it's important that you pay attention to this as you move forward in 2026. Okay, and it's the Eight of Pentacles. And so this is you listening to what you want to build. This is you now looking forward and finding out what gives you joy, or this doesn't have to be something new. This could be something that you're really perfecting and up leveling in. This could be you mastering and stepping into that mastery as you progress forward. But it's important to know that your dedication matters, and what is it that you're dedicating your path to? What are you moving forward with? What are you putting your time into as you move forward on this path after this big release? Okay, and I'm being given two cards here, and this is right by your side. These are tools in your pocket. This is what Spirit wants you to know that you've got available to you. Okay, and here we have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And the tool in your pocket is being able to make those big decisions and being able to remove the blindfold and listening to your inner knowing to let that guide you forward and make the difficult decisions. This is also you nurturing and growing. One, your intentions. If you haven't set your intentions for this, it's really important that you take that time and set your intentions for the year ahead. How does the future look? What does it look like? And you can start to grow that. But this is also you tending to your own garden. This is you looking after yourself, and not just looking after your physical health, but your emotional health too. And really taking that time to regrow. And I'm getting regrow your self-worth. And so this could be a time where this release and this shake-up and this new beginning really is such a shake-up and such a release that it might feel at times that you've lost a bit of your confidence. And so it's important to nurture that from within. This is about you growing that self-worth again, that self-love, and really tapping into that, looking after yourself in so many ways, and knowing that you don't need to push forward. This is you taking that time out to, as a sacred act of loving yourself and making the right decisions that are for you. These right decisions, all the little decisions that you make that are for you and honor you, are little acts of service for yourself. And so you are going to grow so much by honoring yourself. Okay, and again, something from the past and the weight on your shoulders at the moment. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands. And so here, the weight on your shoulders is where you haven't been able to fully be yourself, be your authentic self. So this is you not in the past, not having been able to tap into your real joy. Maybe other people put pressure on you. Other people, you were trying to live up to other people's expectations. But this year is really about you moving out of that and finding what really lights you up. Where is your joy? And being unapologetically yourself and leading with that. This is you moving forward with inspiration as well. It's moving forward with the projects that you've wanted to create and doing so with your authenticity. This is you really stepping into your authentic self, into your radiance, into your power. So listening to the past, specifically about the Queen of Wands. And so there might be some shadow work that needs to be done, and really deep diving into where in the past have you been putting on masks, where in the past have you been self-sacrificing, and why? Releasing those old behaviours and moving forward taller and stronger and empowered. Okay, so now I'm being guided to put out each month, and this isn't going to be in order. It's wherever I'm guided to put the cards. Okay, and I'm being given one card to go in the middle of all these cards. So we've got one for each month, and then this card in the middle is an overarching theme. It's going to be repeated throughout this year, and something that you need to know moving forward into the year, something you can keep coming back to. And so here we have the Ace of Cups. And so this is you moving into this 1 year with that cup ready to be filled up. This is you moving forward saying, I'm done with my cup not being full and I want it overflowing. And this is you moving forward to experience new emotions. This could be about moving forward into new love. This could be you moving forward to experience things that you haven't been able to experience for a while. And this is you also tapping into your intuition as you move forward and let that guide you. And I'm being guided to January. So this is going to be the theme for January. And so here, the Seven of Wands. And so with the Seven of Wands, January, it's going to be important to have your boundaries in place. It might be that in the past you've let your boundaries down. Maybe you've overgiven, and there might also be people questioning your path and trying to steer you off it. There could be people that you've released that are coming back and testing. Are you really gonna say no? Have you changed? And they might try and come back into your life. And this is you having those solid boundaries and not giving in. knowing your direction, knowing your path, and standing in your soul sovereignty. This is where you're rising up. This is you saying, this is who I am. This January, this is the new me. And not the new year, new me that everyone says. This is genuine, a new version of you, being born again out of what you've released, out of any pain from the past. This is you stepping forward in your power and standing strong in it and holding it. You're being asked on this month to listen to something, and this is a challenge, this card. And so the challenge here, okay, is the Four of Cups. With the Four of Cups, it can be where you don't see the opportunities that are available to you, or things just don't feel good. It's sort of a depressed energy, and this is about you needing to reclaim that spark. Notice the magic around you. Notice the opportunities around you. And if you've been feeling bored, maybe disconnected, this is Spirit asking you to experience something new. And hey, you know this cup, this overarching theme for the year? Well, here it is being offered to you on the first month of the year. This is Spirit saying, here you go, here's your full cup. Are you ready to take it? And moving forward on January, we have this card. Yes. The Ten of Pentacles. And so here, this really is you moving forward with building either a legacy or moving forward into your abundance, towards your abundance. This is you picturing how the future looks, setting those intentions and really feeling it in the present. By feeling it in the present, you're informing the universe, and the universe will co-conspire with you. You'll be able to co-create with the universe and build that future, build that legacy, receive that abundance that you deserve. Okay, I'm being given something that's a restriction and something that's pulling you back. So this could be something coming back into your life in January. This could be something to be aware of. And here is the Hermit again. So it's remembering that to move into the 10, you've got to get out of the 9, and you have to leave and release everything. And this is about you. Again, it's a card that came up earlier. For the path forward, it's tapping into that inner light. I'm getting, this is you walking out of your own darkness. And so the message here is that you are going to walk out of this darkness and you're stepping into that 10, that legacy that's being born. And a tool for you here to help you in January, I've got this card, and here another 9, the 9 of Cups. And so 9's everywhere. This is you claiming your emotional sovereignty and also tapping into your deepest desires. And again, with intention setting, how does the future look? What is your wish? And really dream big. You're being asked to dream big here. This is an amazing message from Spirit of wish fulfillment. And so this is your chance to put into place, what does the future look like? How does it all look? And then start moving forward to it. February, I'm being given this card. And so here we have strength. And so February, this is you finding that inner strength. This is you moving forward empowered. And this is you moving from any tough times and realizing that those tough times were part of your growth. It was an initiation, and that the discomfort was worth it, that you can feel that power within, that you can feel that strength, and you're moving forward, not trying to force anything, but just trusting yourself, trusting one foot in front of the other, moving forward with courage. So I'm being given 3 cards here, and 3 cards as a challenge. So February, you're tapping into your strength, but you might need it. There's some challenges here, and 3 major arcanas. We have strength again, the Magician, and death. And so here with these as challenges, so the first challenge is whether you can tap in and feel that strength. It's knowing that you can get through it and knowing that you can manifest what you need. All of the tools that you need are available to you. And where your attention goes, energy flows. And what's really important here is, are you choosing love over fear? And this isn't a small challenge. This is a transformational portal that you're really stepping through. And maybe in the past you would have shied away from things. This is you having a rebirth through this release. And really, really now stepping into your power. These aren't challenges for you to be scared of. These are also rewards. This transformation will lead to that empowered you, the strong you with that courage to move forward, to follow your heart, and with the power to create everything that you deserve. Okay. Okay, and I'm being given 2 cards that these are things that this month were a weight on your shoulder that you're really releasing now. Okay, and here we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. And so again, we've got the 10 of Swords as a double message, seeing as it already came up for the start of the year. This is a massive release. This is a massive end of a chapter. This is a massive closure, and you really need to give yourself a pat on the back. And this is also you potentially asking for support, and this is you no longer feeling alone, no longer feeling abandoned and out in the cold. And this is you through the pain of the past, really having that healing land and being lifted up and stepping forward into that power through this transformation. Wow. So yeah, I don't think I've had a reading where the first 2 months have been so big. And so another card that I'm being given for February, and this card is something for you to see, something not just for you to see with your eyes, but to see, to intuitively see, to know. And it's the sun. And so there, through the pain is the joy. And like I said, the sun is rising in this card, and here it is. And this is for you to see, to know that it's in distance, to know that it's in the future, and not just know, to really feel that. Spirit wants you to know that the sun, the joy is coming, and that's what you're moving forward to. Okay, you're now being guided to March. Some really big months, really big first 2 months. And so we'll see what March holds. And so this card is the Page of Swords. So this is you having cut away the cords, having released and had that ending. This is you now moving forward with that curiosity and that excitement, that childlike wonder. And this is you having released the past and tapping into your truth and letting that guide you forward now. I'm being given another card for March. It's not a challenge this time, I checked. And so this card is the Ace of Pentacles. And so big new beginning energy. And this is you moving forward with those seeds, with those intentions, and moving forward with what you're building, with that dream of the Ten of Pentacles. And this is you tapping into your heart and following your heart, I'm being given. This is you holding those intentions deep within your heart. This is the first quarter of the year, and so a chance to really see how things have progressed, and knowing that that abundance is arriving, that you're on the right path, and to follow your heart, and it can never steer you wrong. And I'm being given a message about trusting that this is all manifesting. And I'm being told to listen to your intuition as well. Listen to your intuition. And for this month, I'm being given a card and your guides asking you to trust that this is happening. And so here we have Temperance. And so trust that this is all being alchemized, that this is being created, that this, you can see here, is the path to the sun. And this is you moving forward. And so just trust and have that patience. This is you in between worlds, 1 foot on the ground, 1 in the water, and knowing that this is happening, that this is progressing, that you're moving forward, and moving forward with those seeds that are going to be growing, and listening to your intuition as you move forward, listening to your heart as well. I'm being shown the Ace of Cups, and you can see here in the card, he's swirling the cups around. And this really is you growing from the past. This is you taking any pain, any difficulties that you've gone through and really alchemizing them forward. These tough lessons were necessary for your soul's growth and will all be worth it as you move forward, turning that pain from the past into gold moving forward. Yes. And another card I'm being given from your guides saying trust. And here we have the devil. And so trust what you're releasing, what you're letting go of, and that you're letting go of unhealthy patterns, any old addictions, and any ties to the past, that you're really releasing them and knowing that this is the right way forward. Trust that release and releasing the past, leaving you freer. Okay, so next card I'm being shown April, and so here is the progression. It's the Three of Wands, and with the Three of Wands you're ready, you've put the intentions in place, you know what you're moving forward to, you've released those chains that are holding you back, and this is moving forward energy with the Three of Wands. This is you being able to look out at the horizon and see that sun that you're moving to. This is a card of expansion and you expanding. And I'm being given a card for this month in April, and this is something close to your heart, and it's the Knight of Cups. And so the Knight of Cups is all about following the heart, following your intuition and creating from the heart. This is you creating to experience and feel emotions. So this could be you starting a new project that just feels good, not being tied to the outcome, what am I going to get from it, but doing it out of love, out of passion. This could also be you moving towards something romantic, or maybe putting yourself out there again if this is a breakup that you've been through in the past. But this is, in any case, this is you really tapping into that advice to follow your heart moving forward and free from addictions, free from control, and free from any fear-based thinking. This is you free. This is you moving from the devil and those binds to being free. The world is your oyster and you're starting to really enjoy it moving forward. This is something that you're reaching back to. Okay, and here we've got the Four of Cups again. And so this is a challenge. This is either you running into the danger of falling into things never work out for me, or missing the opportunities, or this is you having that opportunity this month and you really need to pick up on it and realize that the opportunity is available. This is you being able to reach for that cup, pick up that cup, and that not just any cup, that overflowing cup that you deserve. Listen to your intuition, if there's any decisions that need to be made. Listen to your inner guidance. Look out for any signs, synchronicities. This is going to be a big month for looking out for where the universe is trying to steer you, where the universe is going, putting up signs and saying, here, this way, come. And follow your heart forward and notice the signs around you to really take advantage of the opportunities being given to you here in April. Thank you. Okay, so May is nice. Here for May we have the Four of Wands, and so this is a real celebration. This is you, and if we look at the numbers, you're going from 10 to 1 to 3 to 4, and here with the 4 again. And so this is you finding those foundations, that security, that stability. And this really is a time for celebration. So either celebrating how far you've come, or there might be something happening this month which is a time to really celebrate and celebrate with others. And this is also Spirit giving you the message that this is your time to grow and to enjoy that growth, to really bloom, and that you're safe and secure here, that you are able to rest here in what you've been building and to really witness what you're becoming moving forward. Being given another card here, another card for May, and here is Death. With Death reversed, this is you still holding on to something from the past, something that you don't want to let go of, despite all the celebrations. And so it's really important here to just check in and make sure that there's nowhere that you're self-sabotaging yourself. A lot of the times, and especially when the Four of Wands turns up, there can be an energy of an underlying self-belief that I don't deserve this to work out. I don't deserve things to go well. And so we can get in our own way. And so here with Death reversed, it's looking and checking in whether there's anywhere that you're preventing you from really enjoying and celebrating the future that you're building. It's a time to really go within again and to do that shadow work and see whether there's anywhere that you might be holding yourself back and putting limitations on yourself. And I'm being given another card as a clarity for the Death card, and I'm being shown that this is something from the past, something from the past. And here is the Ace of Swords. And so with this being about the past, this could be cords that you've released and cut away, old versions that you've released, but also where you could have been overthinking, and this is you needing to really release the chains of the past and to tap into your truth and have that guide you forward and get that mental clarity. And so I'm being shown that maybe in the past you've overthought things. This is definitely about thinking and thoughts. And so here, this could be, if you're celebrating and moving forward, you might be overthinking too much and you're falling back into that cycle. And so it's important that you can move back from the head back into your heart, is the message that I'm being given. Back into your heart, following your intuition, not getting wrapped up in your mind. Okay, and there's something here, a card that I'm being given. This Ace of Cups that's sitting in the middle. I'm being given here on this month, there's something that might be smothering that or making it difficult for it to come through. Okay, and here, the Eight of Wands. And so this means that this month there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of momentum. There's going to be lots of messages coming through. There's going to be lots of information. And this will be why you're getting into your head and finding it difficult to see that clarity, to get that truth, and getting pulled up into your head because there's so much going on. And so while a sword can cut through the noise and help you see and hear clearly through it, Spirit is giving you the message that it's more important to stop, take a second, tap into your heart, listen to your body, listen to your intuition, and let that guide you forward. Also, it's okay to slow down a bit. If there's too much going on, take a pause. Take a pause so that you can really feel into what is right for you. Okay, and so June now, and so having a look at the card for June, and it's the World. And so this is a completion. This is something being closed off. And so maybe it's the overthinking of the past. It's an old pattern that you've been able to identify. You've been able to cut the cord. You're able to release. You're able to let go. And really, this is soul level healing. This is an end of a chapter, and we've progressed so much in this first half of the year that you're closing it off as the healing, reintegrating and moving forward and being lifted up to the point where you're like, that's it, I'm ready for the next half of the year. And straight away, only one card for this month, and I'm being guided to move on to July. What does July have in store for you? So here is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, this is you moving in alignment. This is you finding that balance and harmony. This is you finding sacred reciprocity. And so finding balance, whether that's within relationships, in your work life, this is also you stepping into a sacred yes. This is you saying yes to yourself. And this is you saying yes to yourself in a way that you haven't before. This is you dancing through your decisions. So whereas we saw you got a bit into your thoughts and overthinking back in May, July, this is you having that clarity and moving through decisions with ease and knowing what's in alignment with you and your highest good. Okay, and this month, July, I'm being shown something that is in the past. And here we have the King of Swords. And so with this being something that's in the past, this could be a person that you're leaving behind. And maybe they're making a return this month, but this is you not listening to them anymore. This is you trusting your own path. This is you making those decisions for yourself and listening to your heart and letting that guide you forward. Okay, so August, I'm being given this card for August. And so here it's the Seven of Wands again. And so August, an important time to have those boundaries in place. Maybe that person who has come back from the past, the challenge, is hanging around, and this is you setting up those boundaries again and saying, no, I've completed that chapter, I've completed that cycle, I am standing in my sovereignty and I've got these boundaries in place and I'm honouring myself. Okay, so moving on to September. So for September, we have the Moon. And so here with the Moon, there might be something being revealed. And so just gonna get another card. Oh, I'm being given 2, 3 cards, 4 cards, what? Okay, so 4 cards. I'm being given 4 cards to have a look at what illusions there are. There might be fog or fears preventing you from seeing the path forward, or there might be something that you need to know this month in September. And so these 4 cards, we have the King of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. And so here, what I'm getting is that this is you standing in your sovereignty. This is you in your emotional mastery, but also not taking any shit. This is you moving forward with your truth and knowing what's right for you, both intellectually and emotionally. And this is you watching those seeds grow. This is the seeds bearing fruit, and you being able to enjoy your abundance. But there's something here that needs to be released. This is where you might be falling into a pattern of maybe taking on too much. With the 10 of Wands, it's a time where you might be picking up too much. You might be taking on too much responsibility. With the 10 of Wands, this could be someone trying to give you more responsibility or trying to hand you over, whether this is in a work situation or another relationship, where they're trying to give you more. They're trying to put more on your plate. And this is where you might have in the past gone, okay, and taken it. This is you going, no, and being able to explain from your truth why. And this is also you empowered and self-sufficient. This is you stepping into that earned sovereignty after releasing the weight. You've been holding too long onto other people's expectations. And so you can see through that fog. You can see through the games. You can see through what people are trying to do. And this is how far you've come. This is you able to say, no, that's not going to serve me. No. And give a pushback. This is you, that empowered you, the self-sufficient you, going, no, I know what I need, and it's not that. Cutting cords and claiming rewards is what's coming through. Amazing. Another big month here with September. I'm being given 2 cards, and 2 cards close to your heart. Okay, and so here we have the King of Wands and the Hanged Man. And so here, important to take a pause, to really surrender. This is you up leveling. This is you moving into a new level of power. With the King of Wands, this is you recognizing that you've been through it, but I have this power and I know what I deserve. But it's also you having the strength to trust and surrender, to release any expectations. This is you recognizing how far you've grown, how far you've come. This is you knowing, the same as that lizard, the same as the salamander that has been through the fire. You've been through the fire and you are up leveling from it. This could be you on your next path to enlightenment. This could be you up leveling spiritually. But the messages that I'm getting is this is a new level of you. This is you releasing any grips that were on you before. This really is you stepping into that freedom and a different energy of the freedom that we saw earlier in the year. This is an empowered freedom. This completely released of any fear, any control. This is you moving forward with that full-on trust and following that inner light and letting that light the way as you move forward in this path. It's a real portal that you're moving forward. And again, I'm being pointed to the middle card, a theme, and this is something that you need to keep coming back to this year, is listen to your intuition, listen to your body, listen to your heart. If you get swayed and steered in any direction over this year, just take that time to pause, to stop, to check in. Is this right for me? And if it's not, then it's not good. It's not for you. Okay, so moving forward, we're now moving from September to October. And so here, amazing. With October, this is the Ten of Cups. This is that emotional fulfillment. I mean, there was so much last month, so many big cards, and you could really feel the progression that you've made. This was a whole month just summing up the growth that you've made. And now this, on the 10th of October, is you claiming those rewards that you deserve. This is you stepping into a reality where your cup is filled up. It's overflowed. In fact, you've got 10 of them. And this is a tool that you need to know that you've got this month. And so here we have the 5 of Swords. And so emotional fulfillment and happiness and joy doesn't mean that people aren't going to pick battles with you. And so it's asking, do I need to step out of this joy? Do I need to step out of my happy life to lower myself to someone's level, to argue back, to win a fight, to win an argument? And the answer is no. This can also be in a conflict. It doesn't have to be arguments with other people. It can be internal battles, but it really doesn't feel like it, not with all the growth that we've seen and with the last month, with September so big and you stepping into your power. It feels like the inner conflict isn't a thing anymore. And so this is more likely going to be other people trying to pull you down from how far you've progressed. And this is you being able to say, nah, I'm happy here, and to not pay attention to it. And so moving forward, moving through this challenge, and here we have the King of Swords. And this time, this is you. This is you standing in your sovereignty. This is you standing in your truth with those strong foundations underneath you. This is you having that fearless truth and having that clarity and not being swayed from it. This is you not having to run into battle to win. This is you knowing you could win, but staying sat where you are because you don't need to move. Okay, I'm being given something that you need to listen to that might be blocking your intuition this month. So something to be aware of. And so here is the three. So here's the Three of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles all about working with others and collaborating. And so if you're in a project, if you're working with others, this might be where the arguments come up, and this might be a time where potentially in the past you've listened to others or gone along with others' opinions, and this is you needing to really tap into that intuition again. Overarching theme of this whole year. Okay, so November now, having a look at November. Okay, and for November, it's the Five of Cups. And so with the Five of Cups, this card is all about grief and looking at the cups that have spilt. And I'm really being guided and shown the three spilt cups. And so in November, there might be something that doesn't go to plan. There might be some cups that get spilt over, but I'm being guided to the middle cup again, this overflowing one. Well, there's two of those standing behind you. So you just need to turn around and look at the bright side. Don't focus on what didn't go right. Don't focus on any hiccups, any tests that the universe gives you. Don't look at what went wrong. Look at what is still standing and the good in the situation. This might be something that happened where you're feeling some regret or disappointment, but you're really being asked to look at the progress that you've made, how far you've come, and the two cups standing. I'm being given another card for November, so this is something to be aware of. And again, we've got the Queen of Swords, and so this is you standing in your truth. This is you standing with clarity. This is you finding that any hiccups that come, you're able to navigate them with that clarity, with that authority, with your truth. Being given another card for November. Okay, and here we have the Wheel of Fortune. And so this is progress. This is luck. So while at the start of November, it might feel like things haven't gone to plan. It might feel like there's disappointment. But you're being asked to stand in your truth, and that with the Wheel of Fortune, that luck and right timing. And so towards the end of the month, this might all be reversed, and you might fall into your fortune again, and you'll realize that actually everything worked out as it should. That thing that you thought had gone wrong actually worked out for the better. And so yeah, it's going to be an interesting month. Notice what happens at the start of the month and how that finishes, how that ends at the end of the month. Okay, another card for November, and yes, the Fool. And so this is you, the wheels turning, the wheels progressing. This is the wheel turning on your destiny, and this is you moving forward into something new. This is an exciting new chapter. And as we're closing the year end, there's been so much progress and you really stepping into your power that you've now reached a point where you're ready to up level again, end this chapter, and to step forward with this new you. I'm being given, so November, a massive month as well. And so I'm being given another card here. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles. You moving forward and finding balance, finding harmony. This is give and take. This is you giving and receiving, receiving and giving. This is you moving forward in harmony and alignment. Okay, so December, I'm being guided to December, the last month, and this card, the Page of Cups. And so here, December, we have the Page of Cups. With the Page of Cups, this is you looking ahead. This is already you looking ahead at 2027, looking at how far you've progressed, how far you've come and grown, and stepping into a massive new version of you. This is awakening energy. This is you awakening into your rebirth. So we started the year you making a shift, making big changes, endings, so that you can start on this beginning and look at how far you've come. And now this is you up, starting that new beginning journey again. But this time it feels like it's a spiritual awakening that you're moving towards, an up leveling of your intuition. And if you look, this is the if you look, you've got your Ace of Cups here and you've got your cup in the hand. This is you having that cup that has been the theme of this whole year, and listening to your intuition. This is so ingrained in you after this year. This has been navigating the whole of 2026, is the next level of listening to your intuition, whether that's spiritual guidance, whether you're in contact with your spirit guides, or you're not even having to take those pauses anymore. You're just feeling and going with the flow. You're going with the flow where you need to go and just following that in flow with the universe. And seeing all of that luck and right timing as you move into this up-leveled version of you. And this is something close to your heart and here. So the Page of Wands as well. And so real new beginnings, both of these. This is you following your passion, following your emotions. This is your heart cracking open, but not with pain. This is you moving forward with wonder, with curiosity, especially creative curiosity. This is spirit nudging you to go, go, go. This is the next part of your initiation. Amazing. So that's all of the messages from the tarot cards, and I'm being guided to get a card from the Shaman's Dream. So let's see what card wants to come through. That's flying out. Okay, so here we've got the Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. And it's 37, which again is a 10. So many 10s, so many completions in this reading. Confidence in your magic, nothing can stop you, the beauty you seek. When the Magician's Sword appears, you are called to cut cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs. or to friends who are not true. With the power of the magician's sword, nothing can stop you, hurt you, or turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon, so make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good. Find the stuck places you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and let the blade do its magic. You have a large endowment of magic available to you when you believe in miracles. But don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through limiting beliefs. And remember that all beliefs are limiting. And focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need for the task at hand. You need only muster the wherewithal to deploy the resources you have. When the magician's sword appears, it is time to get moving. This is not a tool for contemplation, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive, with a wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Don't hesitate, act. And so what an amazing card to finish this reading on, because we started this whole journey, we started this whole year with looking at those toxic cords, what can be released, what are you moving out of, those limiting beliefs. And that was a theme in the first half of the year. And then as we progressed until the later months, that was you having those swords and being able to release any toxic connections and moving forward, and empowered you, shaping your reality. Thank you so much for joining me on this reading. And yeah, please drop any comments drop any comments below. And yeah, sending so much love. I'll catch you in the next one. Have an amazing 2026. Bye bye.